Is this the calm before the storm? Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi just made a surprise visit to Russia, meeting with Vladimir Putin as the two leaders discussed a wide range of topics, from the ongoing war in Ukraine to the situation in Syria. But their talks come amid heightened tensions between the U.S. and Iran, which have many wondering if a new conflict is on the horizon, and if so, how will it impact the rest of the world? Hello, and welcome to our channel. Today, we'll be taking a look at the latest developments between the U.S. and Iran, as well as the potential consequences of any future conflict between the two nations. As we all know, relations between the United States and Iran have been strained since the Islamic Revolution of 1979, and over the years, things have only gotten worse. In recent months, the situation has become increasingly volatile, with both sides taking actions that could be seen as provocative or threatening. For example, in January of 2023, an attack on an Israeli-owned oil tanker off the coast of Oman was blamed on Iran. Just a few weeks later, the U.S. carried out airstrikes against Iranian-backed groups in Syria. These attacks killed at least 9 people and wounded several more. They were seen as a response to recent attacks on U.S. troops in the region, which U.S. officials blamed on Iran. Of course, Iran denies any involvement, and in response to the airstrikes, they conducted missile drills simulating an attack on Israel. In March, the situation escalated further when a U.S. drone was shot down over the Strait of Hormuz. While Iran initially denied shooting the drone down, they later admitted to doing so, claiming that it had violated Iranian airspace. Shortly after the incident, the U.S. sent a letter to Iran through the Swiss government warning them not to repeat the action. Despite these tensions, diplomatic efforts are ongoing. In April, the EU announced that they were ready to revive nuclear talks with Iran, which were stalled due to disagreements over Iran's ballistic missile program and its support for extremist groups. However, these talks are at a critical juncture and may not ultimately lead to an agreement. So what does all of this mean? Is the situation between the U.S. and Iran heading towards a point of no return? Will we see a new conflict in the Middle East? Nobody can say for sure what will happen in the future. But by looking at the current situation and the actions of both the U.S. and Iran, we can get a sense of what might lie ahead. It's important to remember that both the U.S. and Iran have a lot to lose in a conflict. Iran's economy has already been crippled by sanctions, and a full-blown conflict would likely cause even more damage. The U.S. has invested a lot of time and resources into the region and does not want to see it destabilized. Despite these concerns, however, it's clear that tensions will continue to rise between the two countries. Iran's nuclear program is a major point of contention, and neither side is willing to back down. Additionally, the ongoing war in Yemen is a source of instability in the region, and Iran's involvement has only made things worse. While we can only speculate on what the future holds, it's clear that the relationship between the U.S. and Iran is at a critical crossroads. The coming months will be crucial in determining whether diplomacy can prevail or if the two nations are headed for a showdown. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an upload. And don't forget to like and share for more great content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.